Hello everybody, this is the second video, which is the rest of the North Island after the Coromandel Peninsula. And we'll come back to the North Island a bit later, but this is what we did for the last couple of days after the Coromandel, and it was really fun. I hope you enjoy. So the very first place we went is the Agrodome, which is basically a farm show of sorts. So we went into this room where they had all the different types of sheep kind of on this pedestal of sorts. You see Merino there at the top. And they did a live shearing for us and explained how to shear a sheep and, you know, what is the best kind of wool that you can get from it. And they also brought a cow on stage where they let some people come up and milk the cow, which Orion and I both did. So now I guess they gave us like certificates of like utterance or something like that. But it was really fun. And then they also did a couple of kind of tricks of sorts. You could see they have trained the dogs to run over the back of these poor terrified sheep. But it was kind of weird, but at the same time it was a really fun stop. We were only there for maybe an hour or two, but definitely worth it. Okay, we're taking a brief stop at Rotorua, and Orion is very happy. You're being held against me.
It smells pretty bad, I won't lie. But you know, we're here.
So after our brief stop, much to Orion's chagrin, in Rotorua, we made our way to Hobbiton. Okay, we've arrived at the Shire's Rest. It's kind of just a parking lot at the moment, but the landscape around here, I'll try to get a video or two, looks very shirey. As you can see, it looks entrance. Very exciting stuff.
I'm quite excited.
I'm very excited. So the landscape kind of surrounding Hobbiton was very fitting. I mean, there were sheep everywhere. Apparently they didn't put sheep in the film because they looked too modern. The gift shop, I will say, was just a little bit disappointing. I thought they'd have cooler stuff, but you know, I wasn't there for the gift shop. We're on the van. We're driving over in a second. So they took us over in this van and they played kind of different Lord of the Rings clips in Hobbiton to kind of get us ready for it of sorts. And they pointed out some spots. Just around there is where Frodo sees Gandalf and kind of jumps onto his wagon. So that was kind of cool to see. And then after not very long, a pretty short bus ride, we made it to Hobbiton. And here's a picture of me with the Hobbiton sign. I was, to say the least, pretty stoked. And from all these videos, you can see I have a lot of Hobbiton in here. It was unbelievably gorgeous. The amount of detail they put into the set was so extreme. Each little hobbit house had its own kind of profession associated with it. So there was like a beekeeper hobbit and a baker hobbit. I mean, a little bit of everything. We're in the gardens. There's so many little houses. I don't even know what to say. It's so cool.
How do you feel, guys?
I feel so happy. Look at the big pumpkin.
Oh my god. Oh wow. It's so pretty. It's the Queen Dragon. A little rat over there. Party. Oh, the party here. Shoot. Down.
So after seeing Bilbo's and Frodo's house, we walked down to the kind of the party field. And just recently, actually, they built the insides of 2 Hobbit houses. So we were lucky enough to be able to go inside of one. And it was amazing. What I would pay to live in one of these. Oh my God. Again, there was so much detail. Little trinkets on every shelf, and like family portraits, and everything was so cute and Hobbit sized, which was awesome. I mean, super, super adorable. So we spent some time in there. We were kind of rushed along a little bit, which was a little disappointing, but you know, it was still utterly fantastic. We were able to sleep in, everything was, you could touch pretty much everything, which was awesome. So we slept in some of the little Hobbit beds, and you could see the sink actually worked in the place, in the little Hobbit home. And there was a cute little pantry. I mean, everything was just done to such a great, amazing degree of detail. We are now sitting in front of the Green Dragon, and we are drinking we have our drinks, delicious stuff. The tour has been absolutely spectacular. Everything is awesome. The views are amazing. I'm very happy.
Me too.
There'll be lots of videos for the feast, but yeah, this has been spectacular. I mean, it is unbelievably gorgeous. So that night we stayed at this little campground not very far from Hobbiton, which was actually right next to some sheep, and those sheep actually kind of woke me up in the middle of the night, which was quite funny. But that day we headed down to Tongariro National Park, which is where Mount Doom was actually filmed. So one of the 2 mountains in the park, both volcanoes, and Mount Doom is actually sacred to the Maori, but the slopes were used to film Mount Doom, and also the Emin Wheel. So we were hoping to do a kind of bigger hike, but because of snow and conditions, we had to push it off to later. So instead, we went and saw these little falls, which are actually called Gollum's Falls, and it's because they were used to film the scene where Gollum dives into the water to catch a fish in Ithilien, when Frodo and Sam are with the Rangers. And you can see a little photo of me posing as Gollum in front of the falls, so I love that. We also were able to do a kind of shorter hike in the area, and it led to these beautiful waterfalls, which we were able to go to the bottom of, along with a little bit at the top. And also the landscape surrounding was just gorgeous. I mean, these beautiful purples and browns and greens, which was just amazing, and a nice kind of swap from what we're used to seeing. So here are those waterfalls I was talking about. And it was really just a beautiful, beautiful and pretty easy hike. And again, you can just see how this place would do so well as kind of Mount Doom. And this clip is kind of funny because no one around, and then boom, a bathroom kind of tied to the ground because of the wind. And then after that, we headed down to Masterton.
We are at the world's only Carrot Land, or that's what we're dubbing it. It is a full carrot-themed amusement park. Amusement park. Built around, you can't see it from here, but right there, is the world's largest carrot. Over there is a obstacle course, which Orion broke his butt on.
I ate it.
But yeah, so it's pretty awesome. I think this gotta be the highlight of the trip. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
So after our little spout at the Carrot amusement park of sorts, we went down to the Putatara Pinnacles, which was right next to the ocean. It was a beautiful drive to get there and gorgeous. And these were actually the site used for the Dimholt Road, which Legolas, Gimli, and Aragorn go to walk the paths of the dead. Sadly, we couldn't go in because of erosion and such, but it was beautiful to see nonetheless. We ended up continuing down the road some, and you could just see the beautiful kind of roads we took down the coast. I mean, these gorgeous like mountains filled with flowers along this one side, and on the other side, you know, this beautiful ocean. You can see the South Island a little bit in the distance. And we decided to take this road down because at the end there was a little seal colony, which we have here, and this was awesome. The seals were super cute, even the adults, and there were seals everywhere. We were able to get actually pretty close because none of them really wanted to have anything to do with us. One seal kind of started sneaking around us, so we think maybe there was a pincer movement going on, but really they were super adorable, but they smelled real bad. They kept yawning, and it was a little gross, but overall it was, I mean, really, really fun. So after seeing the seals, we went up to Martinborough, which is a big wine town. So we stopped and got some wine and some lunch.
Okay, we're in Martinborough, and we are going to a winery, and it's called Run Holder, and we're gonna get some fancy lunch and taste a couple of wines before we head over to Wellington. Exciting stuff, but you can see the wine farm behind us. Martinborough is apparently especially known for its wines, so lots to look forward to.
After Martinborough, we headed over, of course, to Rivendell, which there really wasn't much there. They only have kind of one replica arch, but still, like, being able to see the woods in which these, you know, iconic scenes were filmed was just amazing. And, you know, of course, I had to recreate a little bit of it.
Yeah. Mordor, Gandalf. Is it left or right?
Left.
Okay.
So from Rivendell, we went on to Wellington, but stopped along the way at a park in a town which was used to film the Gardens of Isengard, where Gandalf and Saruman talk. So you can see me recreating that.
Okay, I believe we have found just about the best playground you could ever wish for as a kid. So, you got this awesome thing. You can climb up through there, and then you can walk across that, and there's a slide. Then you got massive swing, actually gigantic. I don't even know what this thing is.
You never done this?
What? Whoa! Okay, I'm doing that after the video ends. But the best part of all.
Oh, we gotta demonstrate.
Yeah, we gotta demonstrate. Ryan's gonna go demonstrate for us. You see that? Caution, flying fox. It is indeed a freaking zip line in the middle of the park. Ryan's gonna give a little demonstration for us.
Ready?
Yep. And it kind of zooms.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. The next video will kind of feature the kind of start of the South Island down the East Coast. So some exciting stuff, and we saw some really beautiful landscapes. So I think it's just going to keep getting better. But thank you again for watching, and hopefully the next video will be out in no more than a week or so, hopefully soon. But thank you again.